Hey, welcome in. Well, in my last video I covered this. Joe Rogan praises the right and Fox News, who supported him after attacks from the far left. Yeah, it turns out that conservatives are actually much more tolerant than the modern left. And it doesn't matter whether he calls himself a liberal or not. They don't care. If you disagree with them on anything, you're a witch now. And, well, you know what they do with witches. But that brings us to Elon Musk, another guy who's always seen himself as a liberal and seems to have had the epiphany that, well, that ain't getting him anywhere. Here's the headline. Elon Musk doubles down on who he's supporting in the upcoming midterms. Spoiler alert, it's not the Democrats. And it all started when he tweeted this. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party. But they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. And we have. And he also tweeted out this. Here's the year 2008. You have the right, you have the center there, you have, this could be Joe Rogan or Elon Musk, it's a left-leaning centrist, and then you have the left. And back then they were calling themselves liberals. Then you've got 2012. You have the conservative is in the same place. You have the person who's slightly left of center standing in the same place, but then you've got the left racing further left. And as you notice, the center has moved left as well. And then 2021, you have the conservative. He's in the same place. Then you have the leaning left guy standing in the same place. And you've got the leftist, the woke progressive, way over to the left. And he's calling everybody else a bigot. And as you can see, the center has moved way over as well. So now the guy who was left-leaning in 2008 is actually conservative. And that's how the woke progressive lunatic sees them. So Elon had already made himself clear on this, but now he's doubling down. He said, quote, I support free speech, but not any one candidate, Musk wrote on Twitter. In fact, I gave money to and voted for Hillary and then voted for Biden. I mean, 2016, okay, he voted for Hillary. By 2020, the writing was on the wall.
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
It's astonishing that he couldn't see that. But anyway, he said, however, given unprovoked attacks by leading Democrats against me and a very cold shoulder to Tesla and SpaceX, I intend to vote Republican in November. But don't forget, he's already made clear his thoughts on wokeism too. Let's take a look.
Like, wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal, which is not cool. At its heart, wokeness is divisive, exclusionary, and hateful. It basically gives mean people a shield to be mean and cruel, armored in false virtue.
So yeah, I think a move from voting away from Democrats is probably pretty rational for him at this point. Musk stated earlier this month that he would vote Republican in the upcoming election despite having voted overwhelmingly for Democrats historically. He says that he might never have voted for a Republican, but now, this election, I will. He said Democrats were controlled by unions, which he said was just another form of monopoly, and class action lawyers. Yeah, I think that's a message that's going to get a warm welcome on the right. Let's see, Musk weighed in on the 2024 presidential election last week, taking shots at both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. Quote, even though I think a less divisive candidate would be better in 2024, I still think Trump should be restored to Twitter. Quote, Biden's mistake is that he thinks he was elected to transform the country, but actually, everyone just wanted less drama. I think there's some truth to that, although I don't know why anybody would have expected less drama, because I expected him to be very divisive. Why? I don't know, maybe when Biden tried to link Kyle Rittenhouse to the white supremos, which was just an utter and outright lie. This is well before the trial. It was just pure, cynical identity, divisive politics. Do you remember when he was talking about the white man's culture? Tried to make the case that somehow violence against women was a white thing. That was a white person thing. Although, I mean, really what he was doing was just reading something that somebody else wrote for him. But either way, incredibly divisive. But in any case, Elon Musk has said he's going from left to right, and the big question is, how many people are going to follow him? But that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the audio-only version. It's on pretty much every platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.